Hello everyone. So they say necessity is the mother of invention. I took this very literally. My necessity was my need for success. The mother, my mother, who is the patient, and the invention is water birth. What is water birth? Water birth or hydrobirth is a method of natural birthing where a woman gives birth in a pool of hot water. The hot water serves as a pain relief, it relaxes the muscles, and it expedites the delivery. The baby that's born in this pool of hot water experiences all the harsh stimuli of the external world through muffled sounds of water and is extremely peaceful, swimming in the water, and it's part of what we call as gentle birthing because it transitions from water into water. So then I thought, was this really an innovation? Or was I merely reinventing? We live in the world of choices. We have a choice in what we eat, what we drink, where we live, where we travel, how we travel. We now even have choices in who we date. So why not a choice in how we birth? Also, the world is now moving into multiple natural options. We have natural foods. Everyone is going so gung-ho about organic food. We're into natural fabrics. Everyone wants to wear natural organic cotton. We're also moving medicine into natural fields where we derive medicines from plants and herbs. So why not join the trend and introduce natural birthing? But to every innovation, there is enough skepticism. And we found our skeptics in the very families of the patients we use. Every patient was our cynic. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child. In India, I believe it takes an entire family to birth a child. So each of these families were so paranoid when we had a very eager and willing patient or a couple who wanted to deliver in water. So when we counseled, we had to counsel an entire family about the safety of water birth. Why is water birth not safe? They believed it was regressive. Natural birthing is regressive in a country like India where women birth at home in the presence of a dai with the absence of any medical facility. So how is this scientific? How is this progressive? How is this any improvement to what we've been facing consequences of for centuries? I had to explain to them that water birth is age-old, ancient, well-tried and tested. It's absolutely safe. The baby is at no additional risk of infection compared to a mother who delivers outside of the water. The baby is actually as safe as it is in a natural birth. The mother experiences pain relief without the use of any medication, which is a huge plus point. There are many patients in our country who cannot afford services like epidurals. Water serves as a great option for them to not suffer the pain. We also then came to a problem of who is fit and unfit for this process. So that brings me to a very interesting aspect of which mothers are eligible. All mothers who can deliver babies outside of water can deliver babies in water. We exclude high-risk pregnancies, so pregnancies where they've had previous cesareans or medically complicated pregnancies with diabetes, blood pressure, prematurity, or twin pregnancies are not eligible for water birth. Yeah, so who is the fit patient or the unfit patient? Every woman is governed by her hormones. So I prefer to often joke and say if man is called a homo sapien, women should be called homo sapiens because we are governed by our hormones throughout our entire life. It's a whirlwind of change, right from puberty to adolescence to reproductive ages to the perimenopause followed by the menopause, and this goes on. Every few years, a woman experiences changing hormones and thereby changes in her body, her mental health, all of that. And just about the time you're getting settled into one stage, you move into the next. So how do hormones affect us? Hormones affect everything and everything affects our hormones. So I often tell patients that hormones govern all that we do, how we think. But all of these also affect our hormones. Typically, lifestyle being the biggest factor. When I talk of lifestyle, I talk of sleep, food, exercise, and above all, emotional health. There is so much talk today about mental health. What is mental health? Mental health is about emotional well-being. It's how we feel, how we emote, how we let out our emotions versus suppressing them. You go out to social circles, polycystic ovaries is the flavor of the season. Everybody seems to talk about polycystic ovaries. What are polycystic ovaries? Polycystic ovaries is nothing but a broad umbrella of hormonal imbalances as a consequence of poor lifestyle. You know, as gynecologists, we always hear it. How come a simple village girl can deliver at home with a dai, but everyone who goes to a hospital in a city has a C-section? You know, I throw this question right back at the people who ask me this, because I say, have you ever thought that a village girl doesn't need a smartwatch to tell her to walk 10,000 steps? A smartwatch is not required for her to eat and drink at a speculated time. She eats on time, sleeps on time, eats right because she doesn't have the access to 100 types of processed foods. She emotes what she feels, and it's very simple. So when you keep life simple, life is simple. I tell all my pregnant patients that labor is called labor because it's hard work. You have 9 months to train for an exam you're going to give at the end of it. Train hard, work hard, and you will do well. So I believe that a successful innovation depends on 3 key factors: nurture, nature, and culture. When you use resources available from nature, you play into the emotional needs of the population you're dealing with, and you accept and use and are aware of the cultural practices and beliefs of the region where you plan to introduce it. You are likely to have a very successful product. In conclusion, I'd just like to say, to innovate a good product or service, learn from the old, imbibe the new, and embrace the change. Thank you.